All right, I think I'm ready. Yes, sir. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm still not using a turbo controller because I don't. But at any rate, this is, in fact, a Pokemon Legends Arceus any percent speedrun. I will try to do like marathon style commentary as best as possible through this run, whether it PBs or not. It's fun. And this is a Pokemon game that is unlike any other, what you would call like a traditional Pokemon game, like Pokemon Red or Crystal or Platinum or Sword Shield. This will not seem like that at all. Because while a traditional Pokemon speedrun is more about like finding one strong Pokemon to win all the battles with, in some part there are like main swaps in some of the series, like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire being a good example of that. There's actually not all that many battles. I believe most Pokemon games will run you about like 60 to 80 battles in a beat the champion run. But this game, there's like a dozen, like total battles, and we only have to win like 7 of them or something. So it is far less about having one strong overleveled Pokemon to win all the battles, because that isn't really the point of the game. The main point of the game is to basically unlock the entirety of the game, as weird as that seems. Basically, Legends Arceus is kind of like... There are like 5 wild areas, like open world areas. And to unlock each successive area, you have to gain so many Pokedex research points. So instead of like, say in Let's Go, which probably has the closest comparison in terms of like a speedrunning mechanic. Because in Pokemon Let's Go, you have to catch 50 unique species of Pokemon in order to enter Koga's gym. That's literally a hard requirement. For us, our hard requirement is 8,500 Pokedex research points. You gain research points by catching Pokemon, feeding Pokemon, scaring them, catching them in stealth, catching them at certain times of day, seeing certain moves, defeating them with certain moves. All can reward you research points, depending on the Pokemon. Like some Pokemon you will get points for evolving, some you don't. Thank you, Sheep. No, I've been practicing a lot, so I'm not only been practicing the areas individually, but also kind of like my mentality, because I do tend to get upset pretty frequently. But less so recently. I think I know how to manage a lot better now. We're gonna go for the first trick of the game here, which is called Breakout Skip, which I did not get. If you time this throw just light, because that is a scripted breakout, you can have the animation, the breakout animation, occur while you're doing those, like, cutscene text frames. Saves a couple seconds. Not a big deal unless you're going for record. But yeah, getting to 8,500 research points will get us to what's called rank 5 in for the Galaxy team, which unlocks Area 5, the 5th area. Once we have all 5 areas unlocked, we'll be able to progress through the entirety of the plot of the game, which most of it does get dumped at the end. You what? yeah, I'm gonna have a lot more fun today. And that's why I'm actually going to just kind of prep myself for a potential, like, marathon-esque commentary to help me stay calm and stay focused on the task, quite literally the tasks at hand, instead of the poor RNG, which is inevitable. But there was actually something that Halqery told me that really stuck, and that was he essentially always assumes the worst is going to happen, so that way he can basically play around that and correct it when it happens. Whether that's, you know, staying in place and making sure Pokemon get in the ball, or it's like, oh, this didn't get in, I'll have to make up for this later. And knowing that you're going to make up for it later is a better experience. I think that really helped me the last time I played, because I would play assuming the best is going to happen, and then when the worst happens, that's when I would get freaked out. I'd be like, oh, why did that break out? It was like at 85%. And it's like, well, I guess that 15% happened. I've had some pretty nasty breakouts, though. Just win, yeah. But this game is very involved. It's very different. It has a very high skill, like, entry skill level, but also a high like skill ceiling as well. So it is pretty much just a very steep curve of skill level at any point. Whereas, say, like, Let's Go has a pretty low skill barrier. It has a little bit, like, at the catching part, but once you get the hang of it, you can nail down some pretty fast times pretty easily. With this game, it's kind of weird because the better and faster you are at the game, the easier it becomes to get faster and faster times. Because there are some things that are quite literally cycle-based, and the faster you are at completing these cycles, the better time you're going to have at successfully doing all of your research tasks, with the, like, largest room of margin. Whereas slower players or beginner players will have a tough time hitting these cycles, which quite literally can hurt their own progress in the game. So it's one of those things, it's like, for me, I'm a swimmer, and I use this as the analogy. It's like doing the butterfly. The butterfly is a stroke that the more effort you put into it and the faster you do it, the easier it becomes. However, by putting more effort into it, you are straining your body at an even higher level. It's just something that's just like, you can't lazily do the butterfly. You have to put all of your effort into it in order to go faster, in order to keep yourself more level in the water, which in turn helps you go faster doing the butterfly. And this game reminds me a lot of that. And anyone can do the backstroke, you know, just all nice and leisurely. But the butterfly, this game's like the butterfly. Well, that's what all the practice has been for, Sheep. I have been practicing the areas individually with their cycles intact, and it's a game that you can take a completed casual file and practice a lot of the movement and task gathering pretty much as is. The only thing that I need like a specific game save file for is Area 4, because Area 4 has certain cutscenes and battles which all take place in the overworld and eat up time. Because the day-night cycle is on an internal clock, and you want to be able to complete everything in one evening and nighttime cycle. And sometimes you're running out of time right at the end of that cycle if you're not going very fast. So that's one of the things I've been working on. Still not much going on. The beginning of the game is very slow, because this Pokemon game is incredibly different from pretty much anything that we've ever played in the Pokemon series. there's a huge tutorial. When I play this game casually, the tutorial was certainly necessary for being able to be taught new mechanics, but it does last a long time once you know the game and play the game at the high level, and you still have to play through the beginning tutorial. So if you just so happen to be watching this video on YouTube, feel free to skip ahead to about the 25-minute mark on the live split, because that is really when the true meat of the game begins. Everything between now and then is still tutorial land. We're being introduced to some of the plot stuff. It's an isekai game where, you know, you're from the future and you get pulled by Arceus into this strange land of the past where people in Pokemon are not friends. And you get shamed for wearing cargo shorts, which I personally take offense to. You know, we have these primitive Pokeballs and that kind of stuff. We're effectively helping the Sinnoh region of the past get acclimated to a people and Pokemon cooperative society. Yeah, we can skip a couple cutscenes, like true cutscenes. And I wouldn't even call them cutscenes, I would call them like movies. The game allows us to skip movies. But something like this, where we're mashing through text, we generally call cutscenes, because there's nothing happening. We are just clearing text. By the way, Legends Arceus is the first ever Pokemon series game that allows turbo controllers. I am not playing on a turbo controller. I am manually button mashing. But turbo controllers are allowed, and it was effectively because of hand health, and there is a ton of text to take care of in this game. So I will probably be investing in a turbo controller myself very soon. It does make a difference. It does make a big difference, I should say. And it not only helps in terms of like clearing text speed, such and such, but it can also effectively like free up a hand and free up some brain power. Like, I'm focusing quite heavily on just continuously button mashing here, and I have to be aware of like when these cutscenes end. So that way I know when to engage in like movement. Like, I'm about to move right here. But if you have a turbo controller, when you have to start doing, say, like the math and the decision-making part of the game, it can really free up some brain space. Be able to do that. So we picked our starter Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is amazing for the beginning of the game. That is when the tutorial's over. As we are still kind of going through the tutorial. In fact, this first battle against what is like Cynthia's ancestor named Volo is like our first battle. It's like the tutorial of the new battle system. So instead of you both inputting your attacks at the same time, it is literally one after the other. You'll see an action turn order in the top right of the screen that determines who's going next. And you might be able to double up on attacks if you're fast enough, or if you're using fast style moves. So like quick attack isn't necessarily a priority move. It is just it's more of like a higher initiative style move. So we're going one after another, but if I keep using quick attack, my initiative order will eventually double up, allowing me to attack twice in one turn. There are certain situations where if your opponent is using a lower or lowering initiative move, and then you use an agile move, you can get as many as 3 turns in a row off. Which is almost unfair, but it is also very unfair when the opponent is getting 3 turns in a row off. Right, so we are entering the first of the areas, or wild areas, whatever you want to call them. Obsidian Fieldlands. This is the tutorial section of Obsidian Fieldlands, and then we'll be visiting this this area 4 times. We call those the 4 days. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And each of the days will have different tasks and different goals for us to complete. But this is still like the tutorial. So we caught like the starter Pokemon earlier on, you saw. But now we'll be catching 3 more Pokemon that are truly wild. We'll catch the Bidoof, the Starly, and the Shinx, which is required by Captain Silene. It says, hey, you need to catch these 3 Pokemon in order to join our club. We won't see Clefable get 3 turns in a row. No, it wouldn't be the Clefable. It would be the Alpha Zoroark is the one that is most likely. Wait for that Bidoof to respawn. So again, we're still being like very much handheld here. The one thing you're probably seeing me doing is you're seeing me crouch into these cutscene triggers. We call that crouch canceling, which I believe is a Smash Brothers term. And it's a little bit of a theme, a little bit of kind of like an inside joke / theme in our community that we've been naming. At least this trick was named after that. But we are effectively just crouching. Oh, no. Oh, I got him. Okay. I'm not sure how I missed, but that was a little awkward on my behalf. But what happens is when you run into a cutscene trigger, if you're running full tilt like this, you have to, your body has to like do this like stopping motion, and the cutscene cannot trigger until you are perfectly standing still. So you are forced to stop. Instead, if you are crouching, instead of this, like, put your heel in the ground stopping motion, your character just has to stand up. And the standing up is much faster than the stop from a full sprint. So we'll try to crouch and just crawl into these cutscene triggers, and it will still save about like a half a second, a little bit more if you do it really good. So this, we are required to battle the Shinx, and we'll just throw Pokeballs at it. And I believe it's like a 74% catch rate. Of course, it breaks out at the moment I say that. If we see quick attacks, that's okay. Oh, that's a fast Shinx apparently, or I'm a slow Cyndaquil. To see 2 quick attacks is actually very rare. If you ever see a Pokeball do a little short hop like that, that is a guaranteed catch, both in battle and in the overworld. All things considered, this tutorial section was actually quite slow because of the Starly that I outright whiffed on, and that Shinx that broke out of a ball and got 2 moves on. Definitely not ideal. But since, if you're going for world record, you just outright reset everything that's happened. Like Halqery or ShadyGamerX would outright reset that tutorial section. That was actually quite slow. But for us, I got plenty of time save later on. So, not a big deal. So I've passed the tutorial test. We're going to be getting our outfit. Getting 2 spoiled apricorns is good, as I just... Goal is to get sub etiquette, which I absolutely can. I think 355 is possible for me. Maybe even 354 if you want to extrapolate a little bit. But I think getting sub 4 is quite reasonable at my current skill level. So he came back. Silene's like, hey, did it. Now go get changed. So I'll use this time to kind of explain what you're going to see in day 1 here. Okay. Oh. So when we get back to Obsidian Fieldlands, the big reason that we pick Cyndaquil is that we're going to bully a bunch of high-level Beautiflies. Our Cyndaquil's level 6 right now, and I think it'll be about level 8 when I battle 3 Beautiflies that will range between about level 18 to level 22. So about level 20. Yes, our level 8 Cyndaquil will be able to defeat a level 20 Beautifly. And because of the scaled experience, where if you are at a lower level than your opponent, you will gain a boosted amount of EXP that scales. It is significant. After defeating those 3 Beautiflies, I'll either be level 17 or 18. Just like that. So it'll be great. It's great EXP. We'll be able to evolve effectively immediately. And the only thing else that I'll do is catch like a couple Wurples, catch a Starly, and hopefully a couple more Shinx as well. But most importantly, it's going to be defeating those 3 Beautiflies. What you'll see me do is that since everything occurs in the overworld, there are no, like, unlike traditional Pokemon games where like the battles just happen in their own space, that is not the case in this game. Everything's in the overworld. And I can initiate battles in the overworld as well. I can either throw my Pokemon literally at the Pokemon, like you saw me do for the Shinx, or I can quite literally stab them in the back by doing what's called a backstrike, by hitting the Pokemon in the back. If you do it with a Pokeball and you're trying to catch them, you will be increasing the catch rate quite significantly. If you do that in battle, your Pokemon goes first, and the opposing Pokemon will lose their first 2 turns. But at least lose 1 turn automatically. So well, I can't say you'll automatically go twice. Some Beautiflies are fast enough that they get 2 turns of initiation after your first turn, so they might still get a turn. But effectively, I go first, and it doesn't matter what my speed is, as long as I get a backstrike. And you'll see me do that for all 3 Beautiflies, and if I don't, it's actually very dangerous. Missing a backstrike on the Beautiflies in battle is usually a death sentence. I do have autosave on. If I'm doing a no reset run, I would be able to just reload an autosave. It would cost me a little bit of time, but I can do that. Autosaves occurs after each Pokemon catch. So if I catch a Wurmple like before I go for the Beautiflies, I'll have an autosave basically right there. Which is what happened the last time I played this game. A little bit of a Breath of the Wild mechanic there. It's the crafting, but instead of crafting these like crazy meals, we can basically use resources that we find in the field to create Pokeballs and other very, very useful items. The ones that you'll see me use later are Stealth Sprays and Scatterbangs, but those will come into play in the later area. We don't even get access to Stealth Sprays until Area 2 and Scatterbangs. But it is about to get good. Like I said, if you're skipping to the 25-minute mark, it's about to get very good. Yes, and I am still crouch canceling into all these people that I talk to. There's only a couple people that I won't do that for, and scene transitions you don't need to crouch cancel, like into most doors. I mean, if people wanted the thorough Explanation and experience. Then they got it. Okay, here's the 25-minute. We're about to play the game. If you skip to this mark, we're gonna battle 3 Beautiflies by initiating their battle by hitting them in the back. Yeah, welcome back. So Halqery is gonna be, finally gonna leave us alone. Like the hand holding is about to be, we're about to be good here. The only thing we have to do is that we are required to like essentially check in with her, and we're gonna get 2 of her 4 waypoints out of the way. And now, following this waypoint cutscene, we will be starting our catching. Currently, we have the 4 Pokemon in our party, and we're going to populate the other 2 spots of our party with a Wurmple and a Starly. Starly here. That did get in. So you saw me there wait before I activated this cutscene. If a Pokemon's kind of in its shaking animation and it's still in the ball, I have to wait until it's fully caught to enter a cutscene. Otherwise, whatever's happening in the overworld is effectively canceled. So that Wurmple would have been automatically auto breakouts if I would have activated the cutscene to her. Very many Pokemon. I'll take that Wurmple. That one broke out. It's fine. We'll just kind of remember that happened. So again, just kind of waiting to hit this cutscene until all of those apricorns dropped off of these trees. That was okay. That last Wurmple breakout was not the greatest. But there are more Wurmples we can grab. But I did get the Starly and Wurmple in my party, and with the Beautifly experience, everything's going to gain a ton of levels here. And everything will evolve, save for the Bidoof that we caught, like, right at the beginning. We're going to climb this ledge. We're not really supposed to be this far out of the way just yet. Oh, that Shinx is pretty far. What do I do about you? Ooh, I got him to turn around. Okay, that didn't matter. I got my 3 Shinx. I was a little hasty on that last throw right there, but no matter. So you see I'm level 8. I see a Silcoon, which... I see a Pichu, which is also good. But not as good as I would really like, because I don't have enough Wurmples right now. So this is the first example of feeding a Pokemon. I also got that backstrike. There are no Wurmples, so this is weird. But here's our backstrike. I only have 1 Wurmple still, which is... So I'm gonna... Oh, I got a crit! That's amazing! Because I was actually gonna cancel the battle. So again, backstrikes are really important here. And if I get a backstrike, I'll just one-on-one. Otherwise, wild Pokemon can gang up on you. Another crit, not as useful. Because we do know rollout now. You saw I didn't know rollout earlier, but I do now. Where are you? Okay. Whew. In the middle of getting attacked. That was kind of wild. Don't run too far here. Only having one Wurmples kind of freaks me out. I think I can do about that at the moment. Yeah, that's actually pretty bad, the Wurmple situation. The Silcoon did not get in. Yeah, I'm just kind of analyzing what has happened. I can finish Wurmple, but it's not going to be in a very ideal situation. The best I can hope for is I think that we get... So I'm already trying to go over the situation. Something good happened. I got a Pichu. That's worth a lot of points. Something bad happened. I didn't have nearly enough Wurmple spawns. In fact, none spawned in that secondary area, which was very awkward. That is extraordinarily unlikely. But not the end of the world. I can catch up later, and I'm just trying to figure out later. I'll have a chance to catch more Wurmples on day 3, and I might be able to evolve them at the end of day 4. So we'll see what happens here. Not the end of the world. So that was day 1. You see, like, everything just all of a sudden happened very fast. I did catch that Silk, which is good. And what you're going to see me do here is I'm going to open my Pokedex, scroll through it real fast, and I'm going to make a kind of local Twitch clip. I'm going to make a local video clip on my computer, and I'll be able to scroll through all that Dex information very much more slowly. And if you have a turbo controller, like, now's a great time to just hold down the A button while the game mashes for you, while you're kind of looking over all of your Dex information. All in all, for how, you know, poorly that tutorial went, I actually got a pretty good time out of it. But yeah, this is all cutscene right here, so I'm actually going on my computer to look at the replay clip that I made. But I might not be mashing as fast as I possibly can, unfortunately. The key thing that I'm looking for is if my Bidoof was a heavy Bidoof, and in this case it is. Which very much helps me. I have 2 Gender Starlies, which is... And my Shinx already has 3 quick attacks. I'm gonna evolve the other one? No. So Kari's gonna challenge us to a battle. I'm still kind of like thinking about what I need to do here. Oh, I've only seen 2 quick attacks. I've caught 3. I still need to see 1 more. So again, this is all cutscenes. I'm basically not even focused on the game right now. I'm just kind of looking over everything that has happened. The Wurmple is definitely the worst thing that happened. I've only caught 1, and I need to catch 3. But I'll take as many as I can get. Otherwise, I'm going to lose Wurmple from my Pokedex counter that you see at the bottom of the screen. But I got the big Bidoof. Most everything else has gone pretty well. Here you are going to see the first example of a strong style move. This game has introduced a new mechanic called Agile and Strong Style. Agile style makes it so that your initiative goes faster, but it reduces the power of the move. Strong style lowers your initiative order, but increases the power and increases the accuracy. I needed to strong style Ember there in order to KO. If I was level 18, I would have known Flame Wheel, which would have also just KO. You may also notice that animations are on. In Pokemon games, we tend to turn off the animations because it's faster to just see the screen shake once and you're done. But this game does not offer that option. Plays a bit more like, say, Colosseum, where you have to see the move animation. And it is taken into consideration in some of the battles which move animations are faster versus just, does this move kill? If 2 moves kill, you would pick the whichever has the faster animation. In this case, it's Flame Wheel, but I don't have Flame Wheel learned. Oop. He just mindlessly mashing there for a second. All right, we've made it to day 2. In this day, you'll be moving forward. Shake moves are faster in Gen 1, maybe Gen 2. Right, so now I'm going to be catching Bidoof. I need 6 in total. I will also be catching Starlies. One of them broke out. Now, I waited for the little ellipses to stop, because when the ellipses are not shown, it is considered unspotted, or I call it in stealth. Which I got, which was great. So that went well. I had some Bidoofs, and I think all my Starlies got in, which... I might catch one more Starly just for safety. Because if I get up to 6 Starlies, I get a bonus 20 points. So, and all of these research tasks, I have memorized. This game, along with any Pokemon speedrun, is like learning music. You want to memorize as much as possible. I've memorized most of the research tasks. There are some very obscure ones in Area 4 that I don't have memorized, but that's what the notes are for, is that it's written down in front of me. And I might still double check using Corvime's research tool, which is an incredible resource. Highly recommend everybody see that. It's ranger.maybreak.com. So I might on the fly check, like, oh, does Skuntank, do I get 20 more points for seeing a second flamethrower, or do I need 3? I have only memorized the research tasks that matter for the speedrun. How about I put it that way? Time for the classic Kricketot experience. Yep. Classic as in that one broke out already. Oh, I'm gonna do that game. Ooh. Kind of far. They kind of go back for this one quite a bit. Okay, I got the 2 unspotted that I needed. I'm gonna try for this Geodude. Geodudes are great. But you don't want to waste any time. I did get one, though, which is awesome. I'll take that one. There is one more Geodude up here. This one almost always spots me, so having that one not spot me is actually a miracle. And I got it. Wow. That wasn't too bad. One Kricketot breakout, but it was the unspotted one. 2 Geodudes in is actually very good. I need 3 calls. And now, everybody's favorite Pokemon. An Alpha Kricketune. Alpha Pokemon, they are not quite Dynamax, but they are bigger in the overworld. They have these glowing red eyes. They get boosted stats during battle. They have like a catch rate penalty. So usually you can't catch them unless you are have some kind of like level matchup, which I do not have. They are effectively like, they have the catch rate of a Pokemon that's like 40 levels higher, making them incredibly difficult to defeat. I have never gone first in this battle before, which is very weird. Oh, that was a weird no-kill. Especially with the burn tick. That was a little weird. Again, no biggie at the moment. Oh, we did good. Finished that. We started that. We started that. I also have Cascoon. And for what it's worth, I do have a Pichu, so I will mark it I'll mark it as a bonus. You do not ever bank on getting enough Pichu points to finish its dex entry. Quite simply because I might have Starly finished. But that's going to be what our dex replay. So I'm not going to do any party managing at the start of Area 3, which is where I would normally grab 2 Wurmples, but I don't have. I'm just gonna roll with my current party, and hopefully I catch 2. So I'm sure by now you kind of get like the gist of what's happening. Like I'm catching, I'm feeding, I'm trying to defeat certain Pokemon with certain moves, all in the overworld, which makes it a very skill-heavy Pokemon game. That was actually a very poor thing. I actually should have just skipped it. For some reason, my game always puts me like in the middle of the Pokedex entry, and I can never really figure it out. Well, it looks like it didn't finish Starly. I'm gonna check very quick. Not perfect at this. Far from, in fact. I've only caught 3 Bidoofs. That's effectively what I wanted to see. I did not finish Starly, but I will on Evolution. So I'm about to engage in day 3 of Obsidian Fieldland, the first area. Things are still building up. Oh. did this weird thing where I tricked Akari into thinking that I had lost all of my Pokeballs, so she gave me more. But instead, I just stored them in my inventory and I just grabbed them again. So what you'll see me do in day 3 upcoming is usually I would put in my 2 Wurmples, but we're skipping that for now. I'm gonna go try to catch a Paris, Kricketot, hopefully another Pichu spawns. That would be massive. The first Pichu is worth about 60 points. If a second one spawns, it's worth about 140. Because completing a dex entry, so effectively the Pokemon that I have marked in red on my tracker, I have gained a bonus 100 research points for. Where you gain research task points in increments of 10 or 20 at a time, and when you get to 100, you get a bonus 100 for the dex entry listed as completed. At the moment, I've only completed Cyndaquil and Quilava for having caught 1, evolving 1, seen Ember, seen Flame Wheel, seen Agile style moves, and of the like. Everything else is like close. Starly is at 9, Shinx is at 9 or 90 points. But by getting those 10 more points, I get a bonus 100 on top of it. So yeah, I'm gonna go to try to catch a Paris, defeat a Paris. Hopefully we see a Pichu, catch a Kricketot, catch more Bidoofs, catch and feed Beneries and Psyducks, and I will be defeating 1 Psyduck. Oh, and I'm catching Wurmples, the ones that I see. I know it sounds like a lot, but it all happens intuitively. I already have a Mud Ball, which... Oh, I hit the wrong button. I went to crouch and I dive rolled into his desk. Bonk. It's just like jumped right into the guy's desk. It's like, what are you doing? Also, hi, Kristen, how are you? And Keith, thank you very much for the good luck. And Sheep, have a great night. I am having a lot of fun today. A benevolent god. Wonder. Sure hoping so. Kind of funny, we don't actually see Arceus in this run. You have to do the catch-em-all speedrun to see Arceus. Funny story about the catch-em-all speedrun, by the way. You technically don't have to catch them all. There are 2 Pokemon, 4 if you also include the outside game data Pokemon, the mythicals. There are 4 Pokemon in total that you don't need to catch in order to face Arceus at the end of the game. The 2 are the mythical Pokemon, Shaman and Darkrai, because that requires having a save file of both BDSP and I want to say Sword and Shield. It might be Let's Go. Went to cutscene mash. There's a Paris here. I want to stay in the grass and see. Instead, I'm just gonna fight him now because he aggroed. Classic Paris. We'll get my Flame Wheel in. I'm gonna move to where a Pichu could spawn. Oh, it's a Pikachu and aggroed. That's kind of weird. I've never seen the Pikachu aggro. If it's aggroed, you cannot catch it in the overworld. That finishes Cricketot. I'm gonna say, are there Bidoofs here? Bidoofs on the beach? If that gets in, I'm done with Bidoof. It broke out! Still gonna go for this one. Okay, Bidoof is finished. A terrific healing. Here, and if anybody's home over here. You on Psyduck, get there. Okay, one Wurmple, that's good. Looks like there's another here. Amazing, amazing. Sometimes they can be Silcoons. These are both Veneeries, so we're going to ignore that. I got both the Wurmples I needed. I'm going to focus completely on Psyducks now, which it is great that there are 2 of them. There's one up there as well. Okay, that is catch 3. I need to see... Is it? So I actually need to fight this one. But I still wanted to feed because the feed was more important. That's a shaking ore, so there's a Geodude in there. Which is great to see. We need a Geodude to pop out of an ore. It's worth a lot of points. Ah, Geodude. He's over there. Trust me. Thank you for the very good luck, Katie. That was a fantastic day 3. The only thing I need to do is catch a Psyduck and really catch any Paris I see on the way. Oh, I'll catch a Geodude. Catching Pokemon in battle is very slow, and it is also not recommended because their catch rate is not as good if you're not backstriking. So a lot happened there that is going to be very good for me. I need to see if my Bidoof can evolve. It is recommended to evolve Bidoof at 15 so it learns Water Pulse naturally without having to teach it. The Pichu goes away. That was the chance. So Shady, I only caught one Wurmple day 1, but I just caught 2 of them here, so it's fine. I just put them in my party now. Veneery is done, and Psyduck is almost done. I did not catch a Paris, so I don't mark that as started. Everything else looks good. Oh, I was supposed to split. I wasn't paying attention because I'm thinking ahead. It's always good. You always want to think ahead. Actually, I should probably do my party managing before before I do the cutscene. So if I'm able to take care of the party now, it gives me a more efficient route later. Actually, if I have enough. That now. I should have 6. Nice. Very quickly. Find this video. Oh, of course it loads awkwardly for me. I have 7. I finished Luxio, Krikita. I finished Psyduck. I had 2 heavy specimens. Amazing. My 2 catches were both heavy Psyducks, so I have Psyduck finished. So catching a 3rd is optional and only worth 20 points. Yup. Okay. I'm in very good shape now. I should be sitting right here. So I'm going to try to catch 1 Geodude. I only need 1. And any Paris that I see along the way. But I get to skip the whole Baniri and Psyduck area. Like, that's all finished. Catching 2 Geodude. Well, these Geodude I'm going to go for are just slightly higher level. But I just need at least. But yeah, without the replay thing, I wouldn't have noticed that I finished Psyduck on a catch 2, feed 3, 2 heavy specimen, and defeated 1 with an electric type move. So this is where a bunch of my time save should be to be able to effectively just blitz this day, day 4. And come out of Area 1 with a lead. But yeah, see, I only caught 1 Wurmple early, and I never panicked. I said, hey, I know how to fix this. A couple later on, if I don't get those, then, you know, so be it. No biggie. So now we have Widear. Widear is incredibly fast. One of Stantler's evolutions that is specific to the game. Yeah, Widear is incredible. That gets in. Did. So that's all I need. But I might get you for safety. Let's see if there are any Paris here. Usually there are some Paris like right here. Running on Widear gives you way more control to be able to effectively get behind Pokemon. So even if they're high aggro Pokemon, they have to see you directly, like in their line of sight. And if they don't have a good line of sight on you, if you're just off to the side, it basically won't see you. Yeah, that's all I need to do. I grabbed the Paris just to get that started. Grab the Geodude that I needed. And I was off. Done. Easy. That's day 4. But we get to now one of the most exciting parts of the game, the nobles. The nobles are like protector Pokemon of the area, but they seem to be like in a frenzy and are being more aggressive than usual towards other Pokemon and people. We have to calm them down by basically one-on-one combat, not by battle, but by throwing bombs. We'll take care of Irida really quick. This is a range. We're going to quick attack Flame Wheel. It's a range. I say it's a range because it might not live. That looks good. Good. The only difference here, I'm going to be evolving my Wurmples after them. Kind of what we get. Got Cascoon off the top. Yeah. So I'm really hoping for these Wurmples to evolve into Cascoon. They're 50-50. But the noble battles are really fun. Cleavor is the evolved form of Scyther. He's gonna have like a charge attack and a whirlwind attack against us, as in the human player. So it's gonna be a little Dark Souls style here. As you see me roll dodge, kind of get him towards the wall here. Gotta back up out of his whirlwind attack. And then this is really cool. You're so small that he can't hit you in this corner. If I do this right, which I did. He's got some iframes there, so that's why we throw up. That's right, the boss gets iframes. I was gonna say I might get hit there because I was slow to retreat, but he should be down soon. Yeah, he was just one pip away. Nearly perfect. If I would have, I was a little too anxious to finish, so I didn't retreat from his whirlwind attack, causing me to get hit. But yeah, it's really interesting that you can kind of nuzzle yourself up like underneath the rock, because basically his big claws try to like come down, and he hits the rock first before he hits you because you are small, and they are big. All of the noble Pokemon are pretty big. But yeah, so that's Area 1. We definitely spend the most time in this area, and we'll start to really fly through these other areas in quicker and quicker succession, but they get more difficult, say, for Area 5. Because all we have to do is unlock Area 5. We don't have to do anything in Area 5. We just have to, basically from there on out, we're only on plot control. So what I do here is going to depend on what Wurmple evolutions that I get. If I get 2 Silcoons, I'm out. If I get 1 of each, I'll evolve the Silcoon and keep my party. If I get 2 Cascoons... Silcoon, come on, Cascoon. Cascoon's the best case scenario. Yep. Come on, Cascoon. Come on, Cascoon. Hey, Cascoon. Nope, 2 Silcoons. Okay. Alright, we're out. I should have also evolved the Starly. In fact, I am. Time to get this out of the way. So Silcoon done, but I don't finish Cascoon. Alright, we're gonna do a little party swapping now. You're setting up for a very interesting scenario here. Nice $666. Yep, this is all correct. 2,500 points, leaving area 1 is actually very high. So I'm not gonna do any kind of debating on this. I have a level 3 Shinx in my party right now because some of the upcoming battles we are basically going to intentionally lose. Most allied battles you are allowed to lose and still progress the plot of the game, and it is of course faster to lose. Like, think the Oras Rival 5 fight. If you have 1 Pokemon in your party and they got 6, you're allowed to lose. Well, it's faster to lose than to try to win, expend your resources, have a very specific party to win. If we can lose, we're going to allow ourselves to lose. But we cannot lose every battle. But most allied battles, which would be versus Halqery, versus Volo in most situations, we will be allowed to lose. Versus Irida and Adaman are also losable fights. But against the Misfortunes and late game fights, we have to win. And you kind of saw that the battle mechanic is kind of like one, you know, I move once, you move once, I move once, you move once. That's say for the action speed and stuff. But we effectively can't set up and sweep, which is the common mechanic of most Pokemon games. There are no X items in this game. There are X item equivalent, but unfortunately, like at the start of a turn, it doesn't just say who's faster, you go, because in setup and sweep, we just like, we'll use an X speed, we're faster than everything, we OHKO everything. The opponent will the opponent picks up the initiative following their Pokemon's defeat. So most likely in most situations, when you defeat a Pokemon, no matter what, the opponent gets the next move. So they'll have a chance to defeat you. And in the late game, we're going to see a lot of battles where I'll defeat a Pokemon, they'll defeat me. So I'll send out my next one, defeat him, and then he sends out his next one and defeats me. And we go back and forth until one of us just runs out of Pokemon. So I'll have 6 Pokemon in my party, they'll only have 4. So I will win. There are some ways where we can mitigate how many Pokemon we lose, so that way it's a little faster, but that's how we're going to win a lot of the late game fights. We need a full party. We need a very calculated full party of Pokemon. But for these early game fights, if we can lose, we'll just... Otherwise, the same thing's going to happen. It'll be like, Halqery has 3 Pokemon. Well, then I need like 3 Pokemon to win one at a time. Or she can just win. We're going to check the Ginkgo Guild, which is going to have some rarities. A bit of an RNG. Feather Ball. Not going to take any of those. Fortunately, I already bought my Pokemon. The second shop is not RNG based. He sells the same things all the time. And I picked up some Pupple Berries and Bugworts, because those will be crafting stealth sprays. Stealth sprays are one of the most useful items in this game, because aggroed Pokemon can hear you walking unless you're like crouched in the tall grass. But if you're using a stealth spray, they cannot hear you. You are perfectly silent. They can see you, and they can just randomly spin in certain directions. But they will not be able to turn to you because they heard your footsteps. Which is usually like what Paras do. Like, Paras are just like, oh, I heard some footsteps, and they'll like turn to see you. And if you're really fast, like on Weirdeer, you can kind of dodge their vision. They'll turn to look at you, and if you're like, oh, I heard you go, and they'll kind of be like confused, that's when you can run up behind you. That's why Paras are okay to be like catching, because you can basically like footsteps them and then run around them. I lost great. So, okay, I lost instantly, so that was fast. My Shinx has already seen 2 quick attacks, so I just need 1 more. We'll have plenty of opportunities. I'm gonna start thinking about my upcoming party situation. Hopefully my Shinx gets a quick attack on the next fight, and then I will go Quilava, the Barrel, Staravia, and a Geodude. The highest level one I have. You can skip a jump there to save a couple frames, but if you fall in the water and you can't swim, you will drown and lose 10 seconds. I know. Shame, right? Yes, we still have the Shinx in our party. We are going to intentionally lose to Volo. So funny enough, that first fight against his Togepi, we are allowed to lose that fight, but it's just one-on-one, so it's faster to win. Same story with the first Akari fight. She only has Pikachu, and it is faster to win in one turn instead of her trying to defeat our full. So those are the two situations where if we could lose but choose to win. Every other situation where we can lose, we will choose to lose. But I am hoping to still see one quick attack from my Shinx. You can outspeed Volo's Togepi. It is possible, and I did. So that quick attack means Shinx is finished. I didn't check how many stuns I have. I'm going to see in a bit, though. Really rare to outspeed it? Well, I just did. With a level 3, no less. It's rare to underspeed it. Okay. Well, that's good to know because, like, you can always... And if it uses Calm Mind, you can get 3 quick attacks on Volo. So we are going to do a little bit of storage here. That looks good. I'm gonna find my Geodude. One extra Pokemon. That's perfect. Oh my god, I have so many stuns. Please get in. What? Since I have to stun you twice, and I have enough, I'm gonna try again, but I'm not trying again. Okay. I was supposed to be picking up some bugworts, but I was having a bit of confusion. The Gardevoir was a little awkward. I have a lot of stuns, so that was great to be able to stun it twice. Catch it, I just have to defeat it once. I have to defeat one. I did get a Paris. I could have gotten 2, but I was a little slow. Because I was trying to do 2 things at once. I was thinking about the Paris catch, and I was trying to swap what Pokemon I was trying to lead for this fight, which is the Staravia. Great. It's great to see stun items. They're one of the biggest RNG things to farm. This fight's a little nervous. You always live unless you get crits, and it will look scary. It will always look scary to me. But if you get crit on that fight, it is pretty annoying. I'm gonna go for my Bedews now, and then get that other Carnivine. Oh, by the way, these are the Misfortunes. We fight them a couple times. They're pretty annoying. No one really likes them. Being targeted, so I'm gonna... I was being aggroed by that Paris still. It was a little lame. So I love the Bedews because there are 3 of them, and I have exactly 3 Citrus Berries. That one broke out. You eat? Yes, it did. Do you see I continuously get back strikes? I go strong here because I really want to defeat Carnivine in one shot. See me running away in battle. Immediately. Okay. Carnivines are done save for the strong acid spray I need to use. And Bedews are done. And now comes one of the... can be one of the most frustrating parts of the game, and it's these Cricketune. So if you remember those Beautiflies from the first day of Fieldlands, the first area, those high-level Beautiflies, well, now we're going to be catching some high-level Cricketots. These are all going to be about, like, level 42, 43. They'll give us a lot of experience, but they do have a bit of a catch rate penalty. So we're just going to kind of hope a little bit here. I'm going to say a little prayer and hope that 3 of them get in. Which one? Go. Getting up this little ledge is actually quite difficult. I was gonna say I'm gonna look for some shaking ores just in case. Ah, it's another Geodude. Graveler was the ideal scenario here. I am going to... So when you're stealth sprayed, all of these Cricketoons are basically unspotted. That raspberry tree is shaking. That's a bummer. Okay, 1, 2. Oh. Oh, please, sir. Why? I'm just gonna hit this. Good. Oh my god. Scary. Gonna hope that in. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna just double check my Cricketune progress. I think I'm good. I am. Really gonna be... Now we are going to eat the Pokemon. Good. There's another Pachirisu over there, but this one's fine. I am going to feed 4. Even though I'm going to use a Spark later, most likely. You going to get it? You going to get there, buddy? Ooh. Why did you notice me? I'm just... Okay. Ooh, I got Alpha shouted. That's okay. There's a nice Bidoof right here. I'm just gonna... Oh, I went for a back strike, and he turned at the last second. He might just run. No. Ah. Bit unfortunate there. Can't just tag one of you. I'm out of heavy ball. Ooh. Oh, don't. Last chance on that one. Yeah! No, I only have 2 caught. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna write this down. Catch 1 hippo. One of them broke out. But that went better than expected. Please don't crit me. Yeah, that's right. It's another one of those. Carnivine's done here. Barrel, you do have a water pulse. We're gonna check if Agile will combo. It does. So this is a good example of I'm gonna Agile style to get a second turn in the initiative here. Which might kill. I could have strong styled to guarantee it, but I got it. Whew. Very good. Very good segment, except for the failed backstrike I had on the Paris, or on the Bidoof. What I tried to do there was, I need to get a stun spore off. Do it on like a Psyduck or something. It's really nice that there's a Paris in my party. I want to leverage that to get a stun spore off. So this will be a great opportunity for me to check my progress here, most importantly. To see where I'm at. I definitely got my 2 teddies. I definitely got my cricket tunes because I double checked them. I'll have to check where I'm at with Pachirisu. Am I actually still getting aggroed? Wait a second. Unknown notes. Now the unknown's all up here. Check my decks again. Splitski, looks like I'm marked correctly. I do want to check where I'm at in terms of Paris. Like how many I've caught. I think I've caught 3. This is usually the best time to check. Oh, I didn't hit the A button. No, I did. I have caught 3. Woo! 6 spoiled, 4 balls of mud. Holy moly. Am I loaded on stun items? That is incredible. I almost don't even want to go for Tentacool, which is why I wanted to finish Pachirisu there, to give me the option to just not have to carry it in my party, which is nice. Yeah, I've done very good to effectively just stay ahead of the game on everything except for my hippos. I only have to catch 1. Oh, nice Cricketune outbreak. Hopefully that doesn't mess up what I'm about to do in any capacity. I'm gonna try to catch a Psyduck off guard here. Take this first one. See? No! Ah! It won't run, but please don't kill me. Okay. Did what I came here to do. This. Alright, I don't have any heavy balls right now. 2, 3. Okay, those Tanglos were perfect. Let's go. They are not finished because I do need to defeat one and maybe like see an ancient power. But I think how I did that, getting all 3 in health. Very good. And I got that Paris stun spore off, which is like a double point task. And I just need to catch 1 more and it's finished. I'm gonna try to catch a Rosalia or 2 if I'm in the right position. Ooh, I not climb that ledge correctly. Ugh. Alright, hold on. Peter's jump has kind of a weird geometry to it, so sometimes it's good to do throw one of those out. Actually, since I'm here, I'm gonna craft. Well, I can only craft 2. Give myself the best chance to. That might not catch, but we'll see. It did. Perfect. Here's a Paris. Looks like I ran in front of it, unfortunately. That's gonna be my best attempt right there. I did get it. Nice. Okay. So I farmed all those leaf piles because that's the best way to get stun items. I am pretty loaded on stun items now, which is amazing. This is one of the biggest RNG hurdles of the game, is to get enough stun items for the Pokemon that need stunning. And it's also just great safety because you can stun Pokemon and they get a big multiplier when you catch them. And you can stack that with backstriking them because they'll stay in place for a little bit. Yeah, that all went very, very well. I'm glad I took the time to craft a couple heavy balls where I did. Because I think that helped me out with some of the Rhyhorn catches. But now we're all ready to Lady Lilligant's. A Hisuian Lilligant. She dances a lot. Okay, dodge those shockwaves. Well under half, so she'll do her Noble Roar now. Looks like I only landed one of them. Okay, should defeat her right here. Bam. Okay. Pretty good segments. I've gained a lot of time this day 2. Geodude can evolve. That is great. I will take care of that before I leave. Whew. This whole area was clean, to be honest. What, literally one more hippo catch, and this was probably perfect. Paris is finished right now as well. But I have, admittedly, practiced Area 3 the most since my last attempt, which was, I think, Tuesday. I practiced both Wednesday and Thursday. I was gonna stream Thursday, but I was just dead. I was dead tired, and it just wasn't gonna happen. So Paris finished, you do not. She said I'm choosing my name. I mean, that's hard. Choosing your name is hard. Time doesn't even start till after you choose your name. Wait a second. Hey, wait a second. Wait, no, I don't split on Lilligant here. I split when I finish the area. Like I'm supposed to. Nice Thunderstone. I'm actually gonna hold on to those. Yep, I did catch all 3 of them. I like hit everything incorrectly. I like hit all these buttons. I was like, wait a second. No, that's right. Oh, it is the guild shopping right away. I did not pick up nearly as many bugworts as I was hoping for. Definitely need... I should actually sell that Thunderstone I have so I can get more iron, because usually I don't have enough to get as... Here, just the dude stuff. So, chance to catch our breath here. Before the next area. Where in the next area, we'll do it all at once. Whereas Area 2, we had kind of 2 days, Day 1, Day 2, and Day 2 went really fast. Here, we'll be going to Cobalt Coastlands. They'll all be done in one area, but there's a couple important cycles. Effectively, we're going to go to the left side of the beach. Catch, like, Machoke, here. Choke, Growlithe, Vulpix, Lamiao. And then we go to the right side of the beach, but we're going to do it on a cycle where we set the time to evening, and evening's the shortest of the day cycles. So there's morning, day, evening, night. And evening's the shortest. It only lasts 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes, I'm going to get Spheal and run over to an area, get Spheal and hopefully Chatot. And then run over to an area where we have to get a required Dusk Dusclops. We call it the Dusk Zone because we get Duskull, Dusclops, and Dustox all at once, and it is very awkward. I am in fact going to make sure I sell you. Make sure it's spherical. I know, isn't that a tongue twister? Duskull, Dustox, and Dusclops. Yuck. Yuck. I don't like it. If you're really good, you can also go for Togepi. If 2 Togepis spawn. I do have Togepi on my tracker for that scenario, but I will not be going for it. I might run past it to get 20 extra points, but I'm going to prioritize the Chatot. And it's hilarious because we start to get to a point where all the raspberries that we've been farming, unfortunately one of my trees was shaking, so I didn't get as many as I would have liked. But the raspberries that we've been farming, we're going to start using them to increase catch rates. And it's a pretty significant bump. Honestly, I'm most worried about Dustox, because since I only had 1 Cascoon instead of 2, I didn't evolve one, and so I'll have to catch 2 of them. And that's kind of like the one that I'm a little like, probably not as great as I would like it. But it's all good. So Area 3, if you ask our 2 top players, Shady and Halq, we'll tell you that Area 3 is becoming the most difficult area to do optimally. And it is largely because of the Dusk Zone. I agree with them. I very much agree with that statement. It is basically, as evening turns to night, there are a lot of ghost Pokemon that will spawn, and they are all very high aggro Pokemon, making it a very dangerous area to get what you need. We will also be soon crafting our next most important item, and they are called Scatterbangs. Scatterbangs are used to scare Pokemon that have not noticed you, and they are worth quite a lot of points for certain Pokemon, Duskull being one of them. We'll also do it for Ursarenes and Toxicroaks and possibly Voltorbs later. They're very good. Yo, we got some Goobers and we got some Ravers. We'd love to see it. So again, another fight that we're trying to die to. You know, it's a Glaceon. Should be using, you know, Ice Beam, but instead, I think this Eevee is going to take care of us with a strong Quick Attack. That is okay. Alright, let me focus on what I would like to put in my party. In this case, I'm going to put Quilava, another Geodude, and the 2 Teddy Ursas I caught. I'll be crafting a big batch of Stealth Sprays as well, and getting Great Balls. My ball count's a little lower than I would like it to be, unfortunately, but it's okay. There. 7 and 11, that is good. Oh, I see the Teddy. Previous page. Yeah, I'll take that. 26 and 27. So again, farming leaf piles for the spoiled apricorns, which I'm getting literally a billion of them. Like, holy moly. I have 14 spoiled apricorns and 4 balls of mud. First thing we're going to do is catch 2 of these by stunning 2 of them. That one broke out, didn't you? Oh, that's okay. No Machoke spawn. Oh, no Machoke spawns. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I went a little farther on the beach than I would have liked. No Machoke spawns is a little messy because I'll have to do a backup for Machoke. And I'm grabbing those pop pods along the beach because that's the other half of the components that I need to craft the Scatterbangs. Because they go pop. Okay. Alright, here we go. First beautiful attempts. And it broke out. They're supposed to be like 80% or something, but I haven't noticed them that good yet. Here are some high-level Growliths that I'm stealth sprayed for. Oh, please. In? It's okay, sweet. That was probably the best I've ever done Growlithe. So what's gonna happen is that I will once again stealth spray here. Gonna re-up that stealth spray and try to catch me another beautiful one that's gonna spawn directly. Good. 2 Vulpixes. But only 1 Glameow is kind of funky. That's such a funky setup. Actually, I'm just gonna catch 2 of you later. Or I'm gonna feed 2 more later. It broke out. Wild. Should be a gland. Okay, there are 2 here. 1. Okay, there's no way you both break out, right? Okay. That is how we deal with that. How about that? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I got my Beautiflies. I caught 2 of them, right? Yeah, Beautifly done. You done, you done. Started. You done, so I already got a bonus. I'm well ahead of the pace here. I can very, very reasonably skip Duskull in this scenario. But here comes the most important part. It'll be the evening cycle that we do here. $60-something? Okay. So I think it's 60. So according to Shady, the Beautiflies are like 60 or so percent. I think I got what I needed. And we're just going to manage our inventory by getting rid of a bunch of garbage items that we do not need. Because the worst thing that can happen is you craft something and it goes into your like boxed inventory and not in your like live inventory. Again, these caster ferns are half of the equation for the scatterbangs. All right, time for Spheal. Your loves Spheals. They are very sphelical. That one did not feed. Just gonna need you to eat. Just that one. I'm crouching away because I want to guarantee that he gets it. Because if you pop up since I'm not stealth sprayed, he might notice me and then not eat. So I was being very careful there. Now, because I waited a little longer than I wanted to, I'm gonna not try to like get off a weird ear and catch anything. Pick up just a couple extra resources to be safe. Because I'm already kind of running out of daylight. Oh, that shaking ore is really tempting, but I'm on a cycle here. I'm gonna craft those scatterbags, and I have a lot. Ooh. I need to... There is the first chat out. There's chat out. Again, I'm running out of daylight right here. Fortunately, those are both of my raspberry. Very, very risky throws there. Essentially in a waiting game here because you guys are gonna go away. It's not worth doing that chat out. I can do the backup chat out to finish. Do here. Give this a massive throw. You're gonna get thrown to. That might have seen me, actually. I'm just gonna catch this one because he kind of went to sleep. I'm gonna redo you, and this is fine. Because I can retry to scare this guy. I'm gonna re-up that. Just to be really safe. Catch. So I'm just kind of taking it easy right here. Ooh, that one's he's kind of looking at me. Okay. I'm just gonna really quick check my Dust Skull. 5. I did not get him unspotted. I'm just gonna go scare one. And that's good. Alright. I am kind of running out of some important resources, so we're gonna only give these Dust Skulls, like, the once-over. I cannot afford to, give these, like, a lot of throws. I got them both, wow. Okay, this is, like, some of the best RNG I've had in a while, save for trying to climb this ledge. I took it easy, but I'm really glad I did it. You know, line myself up with this little ledge to climb here. Couple extra Pokeballs. Also kind of trying to get Geodude to level 25, but it doesn't look like I'm gonna quite get it. So I think in this scenario, I'm gonna not finish Chatot because I don't think I need to. With how well this has gone, I don't think I'm in a position where I need to finish Chatot if I think it's gonna be a little slow. I know you are finished, and you are finished, and you are started. Dustox is not finished, because I still need to use a strong poison. And Chatot is started, and I can finish it. You can get absurd. You're right. I think that's a good play. I could skip. It really depends on what can evolve here. In fact, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check what can evolve. Okay. Chatots. I need Machoke because I need to finish Machoke. Chatot, Machoke. Oh god. Both the Teddies. No, I'll bring one Teddy Ursa into Coronet because that will be super safe if I need to use like a Bulldoze on one of the Sky. Do you want to try to keep the Geodude in my party? But I'm not going to bring a third Geodude. The Graveler's a bonus. I'm not gonna bring Pachi. I need to decide like now. We're gonna basically decide as I look. Okay. So let's say you guys are out. I need you. I need the Chatot, because you are here. I can bring Quill. I could bring the Geodude. I think I bring Quill in this situation. Right? Yeah. Dustox? To finish the... Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I know, there's like, I wanted like 6 things. I think this is okay. I think this will work out okay. Machoke for the Abomasnow, but I'll die, so what's my backup? I think it's Ancient Power with the I think it's just gonna be Ancient Power with the Shellos evolution Gastrodon. Okay, so Machoke into Gastrodon. Chatot into Gastrodon. And I don't go for Tentacool at all. And that is why I feed for Pachirisu. Because it gives me the option to free up that exact party space. Otherwise, I would have had to dedicate a spot for Pachirisu, else I wouldn't have gotten it finished. Finneon bonus, just throw them out as I see them. Geodude will be finished by the end of this. Dustox will be finished by the end of this. So will Machoke and Chatot. But not Teddy. Split. still well in the gold split, and I split very late. Like I said, I've been practicing this area a lot, and to be calm for the Dusk Zone, I wish I would have broken some of the boxes. I feel like I might be very low on Pokeball. Just the thought. I have a hunch that I'm very low on Pokeballs. Which means Shellos could go quite badly. But I have enough finish that it's fine. I am only getting Shellos. But I'm just thinking like, oh, if they break out of like Great Ball Raspberry Backstrikes, like, I might be down 2 Pokeballs. But yeah, we'll finish Dustox off the top here. I will get the loot box here, so you never know. I might just get a free Ultra Ball. We'll see what happens. That cutscene is quite long. But I used it effectively to just, like, think out my plan. Get you to aggro, so that way you stand still and I get a free backstrike. Finishes Dustox. You see I'm running away, but I'm actually swimming at Basculegion's swimming speed, so it's actually very fast. Yeah, I lead Machoke. Rain! See, I didn't need Cool Lava anyways. Who needs Cool Lava when it's raining heading into that fight? Hey, you over here. You over here. 33, we take that. That was also 33. Looks like I got them both. My box. So I'm literally down 2 Pokeballs. But I did get it, so we are golden. That is exactly how many Pokeballs I have left in my inventory total. Just that. So I can't finish Finneon, but you know, if we see some, we'll throw at him. That one's not surfaced. He is now. Okay, which one wants to be the one? Or oh, here, we'll try. Okay, good enough. Sweet. That finishes Geodude. Teddy is not finished because this is only 1 Teddy Ursa. It is not 2, but it makes this set of fights a lot safer to have an Ursaring in my party. Yeah, didn't think I was gonna get Finneon. All right, I'm already starting to think ahead because we're done with catching things for Area 3. We just have the 3 Misfortune fights and the Arcanine Noble battle. And I'm already thinking about the math that I need to hit my 8,500 points necessary. Already just kind of like thinking ahead a little bit here. A Graveler pop-out gives me Graveler. Yeah, this is where it gets tough because the math is difficult. That's in slot 2. So you're gonna see a really funny mechanic for this game, which is where there's effectively like a wheel that I can spin that shows me all my Pokemon in battle. And if I spin that wheel in battle, whatever Pokemon is selected will come out next in a new battle. And these 3 battles are going to go back to back to back, so I can change my lead Pokemon for the next fight. But I need to take care of that before I select my inputs, because after you kill, you don't get a chance to do it. Oh my god, no wait, yep, that's fine. Strong Bullet Punch, it's always either slot 1 or slot 2, and I can never tell. That does finish Machoke. Alright, we're going Gastrodon because I have Ancient Power. Okay. Yeah, my math is going to be really funky because of the hippos and the Machokes are all different, but I think that's a wash. The Graveler is like 120 as a bonus. But Teddy not being done is a little off. Yeah. So this is an agile air cutter. Oh. Okay. Ooh, I didn't switch my wheel. Not a big deal in this situation. I will lose time, but whatever. That's not the most important thing. I didn't flip my wheel over because usually you're just in Gastrodon, you don't worry about it after that battle. So Chatot gonna come out and probably just die immediately. Or actually, I might have high initiative. Be able to switch to Gastrodon. You actually kind of want to be outsped. It's actually a little better. So this actually isn't. This isn't terrible. Yeah, you typically, it's actually a pinch safer to be outsped here, so now I just kind of guaranteed it. So yeah, that wasn't really that bad. Because whatever her name is, Charm is Agatha and Bertha combined. Okay, that's good. Yeah, this gives me great initiative here. Yeah, so my math assumes that I have to complete Machoke and Tangela and Ursaring, but Machoke is done, but I still have to do Teddy. I don't think that's a fair trade-off. Still have to do Hippo. I think that's the fair trade-off. And my odds and ends is a Teddy Evolved, which is 140 points. So I get a free 140. I think is my bonus. Is my odds and ends automatic. And then a Graveler pop-out's a 120 bonus. So like I said, I'm already thinking about the math that's ahead of me here. I'm way ahead. I'm gonna be honest, I'm way ahead here. I'm gonna take you off. I'm gonna put you on, and you are done. Whew. 1, 2, 3, 7. It's okay. Okay. I wonder about Gligar. If that's the way to go. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I have to get all of the blue and green Pokemon I have listed. And if I get a what I'm thinking, without knowing the math right now, is that if I get the Graveler to pop out, I get to skip, like, Gligar. Or if I get Yanmega right off the bat here, and Yanmega is horribly inconsistent. If you get Yanmega, then I can also skip Gligar. And it's not the end of the world to try to skip Gligar, because I'll still have Voltorb in the back. So I should be pretty safe here. But we focus on Arcanine now. Okay, that hit. That was good. Ooh, I almost thought that was late. This is a very good fight right now. Okay, good, good. This is the easiest one to dodge because I will list to the right. Get in. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. So that was the best Arcanine ever. Yeah, let's go. Woohoo! Whew. That is perfect. That is what you want to see for Arcanine. Okay. This is definitely showing that the practice has paid off. This was a great Area 3. Ballin' indeed. Okay. I should be well ahead on points. And I will carry the unevolved Teddy Ursa with me into Area 4. That's the only kind of extra thing I still have to finish up. Whew, okay. Yeah, I think I'm in good shape. So the good rule of thumb is that we typically finish with a completed dex total of 38 or 39. But it's not an exact science because you need the exact points. Again, 8,500 is what we're looking for. And I am hoping for correctly for about 7,000 points. I would like to be at about 7,000 even. We are again just gonna deposit some junk items that we don't need. Okay. A lot going on there. You know what? That's good enough for me. That was 20 points shy of 7,000. So I think this means... Yeah, my math is correct. I need 5. That's 5 completed. Including Yanma and Skuntank, but not including, you know, the bears and stuff. Like, I've included that in my point. And that's like that's on the nose. So getting Graveler doesn't actually help me at all. Literally getting Graveler doesn't help me. I'll keep that. So I finish exactly what's on my list. The blues and greens. And I should have a couple extra bonus points to just tap it in. Honestly, if I see a Shaking Ore in the correct position, I'll take it just to have the safety points. I have enough stun items to get Golduck and do like an extra stun on the Skuntank. This should be pretty comfortably in the 8,500s, like 8,500s high. And Graveler just just taps it in. So, honestly, Shady, I think this is the power of Geodude Graveler. Is that it's just that big safety net. But finishing Chatot was pretty hype. I was very, very happy about that. I am gonna double check that my total count is 30. It is. So that means I've marked everything perfectly correct. And now we have the best character in the game, according to May. And literally no one else. Right. And that's I think that's what makes this a perfect high intermediate or like low pro route, is that we're still doing all the very consistent things, but we're not doing the world record inconsistent hyper fast thing. You know, we're not skipping Machop Machoke, we're not skipping Geodude Graveler, we're not trying to catch the first Beautifly outright. I think those are things that are pretty much just reserved for you and Halq. Remember, I'm like out of Pokeballs, so let me go grab some high-level Pokeballs. We're gonna be crafting the high-level lead-in balls. They're like heavy balls, but better. We also grab some Scatterbang supplies. We just craft them immediately. We confirm that they are in our inventory. I had actually a lot of money. But 31 lead-in balls should do us just fine for the amount of things we have to catch. I think we only have to catch, like... It's Gligar we have to catch 4 of. Let's see if I get Combine or the Leaf Blade. Yeah, I did get Leaf Blade. Wow, this practice has really just put this run off the charts for me. But I am scared. I am a little scared that like Haunters aren't gonna spawn, because that's the biggest hurdle for me. Is this the final bit of RNG cooperating? Angel, thank you very much for the host. Appreciate you. Thank you for making amazing art. Blessed. Yeah, I have to carry a... Paris Outbreak, very fun. So here, if you remember us using the evening cycle to try to get to those chatouts in time, which I got with some success, it was just some breakouts that went poorly. Here we do the same thing, except we're a bit more worried about the nighttime duration. I don't have to do a whole lot of things. Usually the maximum I can get is like 6 or 7. But this should be a lot more this should be more comfortable. I just want to make sure I get to Haunter. Catch some high-level Haunter. Get these back strikes on these Yanmas. Yanmega is just an enormous bonus. I will go for it. But I ain't sticking around for it. I think I got 1 Yanmega. I think I got a Yanma pop out. If I caught 2, I'm fine, because I caught the 1 earlier. So that's what we calc this earlier. It's a 97% for the Yanma to get in. Basically how I did that. 2 is fine because I did catch the 1 earlier. Oh yeah, and you get ancient power. Okay. Yeah, I always use at least 1 ancient power on melee 2. Shady, I had a Gibble pop out of an ore the other day in practice. It was here in Wayward Cave. But that was pretty fun. But we'll consider this done. I'm starting to get a little bit like flush because I'm realizing that like I just kind of went into today just trying to feel all casual, saying, well, practice, I'm gonna play a lot calmer, and I've done everything I've wanted to do, and I've for once kind of been rewarded. Not everything has gone perfectly, but it's the not panicking that really helped me out today. So that's why this run has been so incredibly good. Like, this should be a tap-in PB. I don't really have the notes for if haunters don't spawn, so I would really like a haunter to spawn. That's like the only thing that I don't have like a knowledgeable backup for. I assume you have to grab a Galele? Like just 1-for-1 Galele instead of Haunter. I have not the slightest clue where a Summit Luxray would be. And it was that ore that spawned the Gibble. Oh my god, I have 12 spoiled apricorns. It's gonna be the easiest Golduck of my life. And if I somehow get a bulldoze off on... No, okay. Oh. I thought I stunned you. Okay. Done. Perfect on Goldex. Lots of extra points. That way around the Motham so I don't get shouted. The one you run past going to Benny. What do you do about, ugh. I don't want to try that. Ugh. That doesn't sound like a good time. that doesn't sound good at all. Like exactly half, and this is a range. I am level 36, so it should be favorable, and I got it. Woo! Woo! Evolve my Teddy at the next opportunity. Oh, I actually should have evolved it before this one. It's fine. Yeah, the Electivire is the noble. Oh, that I don't think that's a good idea. Because I don't think you could catch that. Yeah. Yeah, didn't think so. 5%? No thanks. We're not gonna do that. Out of here. Activate. Oh. I did only catch 2 Yanma. Alright, so that completes Teddy. You are off the table. And we are about to scare some bears. Scare some bears. Oh, there's 4 of them. Wait, I thought that was shaking. What? Was that not shaking? Wasn't that ore shaking? What? Like literally, like in height, I am underneath it. That was the strangest. What? Like, I was just going for a tap in 120 points to be safe here. And I was, huh? Okay, I'd never seen that before. That was weird. that one was weird. I still should be fine on points. I might chuck a ball at, like, the Scyther and, like, a Voltorb along the way just to grab a couple extra points just to be extra safe. Ideally, we also see a Ancient Power here, which will also get us 20 extra points. Let's finish you. I did not heal my Gastrodon. This will be a little on the edge here. Not the end of the world. I should have healed, though. That's because this range sucks. Yeah, I die here. I just get hit with strong something. You're gonna go 3 times in a row? Okay, buddy. Well, guess what? I have a Golduck, so... you can get water pulsed. So I'm actually gonna lead Yanma and then switch to the Yanmega so I don't accidentally get outsped turn 1. But I do need to get that Ancient Power off. You need to catch a Hippo. Catch 1. Oh, that was supposed to be a split, like, a long time ago. That split was missed a long time ago. I'm gonna have an extraordinarily false gold on this melee, probably. Well, I'm gonna climb and get the Glygars. I can't. Whatever you guys are talking about, we're just gonna pray. We are going to pray that a single Haunter spawns. I can always stun the Haunter too, which is the wild thing. Like, I have more than enough stun items for it. Stealth spray here. What? Female. Male. I was doing that thing that Halq taught me, was to list out the genders. 3? Might be it. Okay, we're good. I just need to make sure that I fall in the correct spots. I'm gonna up the stealth spray again here. I have to catch one hippo. Just one. I'm gonna get me a safety one. I was already committed to throwing at that one. Okay. Station, you're very close to me. Only scared one off. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, that was not good. These guys were all very far away. Okay, there's two over here. That might be okay. I scared it 5 times, so we're fine. Okay. I don't have to stay for you. You are done. Whether that one gets in or not is just an extra bonus point. We are climbing the wall here. All right. Honestly, so far so good. Up the stealth spray again. Ooh. Spin. 1. That one was only 53. No need for the Scyther here. That one was 55. This one is 54. I do have my 2. Okay. Come on, Haunter. Come on, Haunter. 56. Please get in. I think we're good. I think I'm done. I think we're done. What I absolutely need though is the oh no, I don't need ancient power from Yanmega because I'm not finishing Yanmega. I think I'm done. You are completed. You are completed. You are completed. You are completed. You're completed. Not doing the 39 exit. We take that. Nice boost. Yeah, I can just would you agile? What's your problem? Okay, and there's a flamethrower. Okay. Knew we were gonna get it eventually. Plenty of points. I think I got plenty of points. I think maybe 8,600-ish. I think I got plenty of points. I just have to remember to buy the candies, the XP candies. Yes. All right, we are okay. That's the meat of the game. From to the 25-minute mark to the 2-hour and 25-minute mark. Woo! Woo! I'm gonna get sub 4. I think I might get my secondary goal time, which is the sub 356. Woo! Oh, and remember, we still have 50 seconds of time save on the Sabby fight. So this could 352. I think best case scenario, this gets a 352, but it's probably going to be a 353 or 354, more realistically. Oh yeah, I'm definitely losing time to not turboing. You're right. Oh, turbo plus digital? Yeah. It's definitely proven that I have very much quickly progressed. Finally. It took a lot of practice to get to this point. Now, we don't officially have 8,500 points just yet. We're working on it. All right, I'm going clockwise now, which is not my preferred direction, but that's okay, because he jumped to the middle when I was in a good spot. I have to dodge that. Nope. I mean, he dropped that one on me. Dodge that one again. I'm gonna have to dodge that one. Okay, one more pit. There we go. Woo. Please buy Scarlet Violet on digital. Why? I love seeing the physical copy of the game on my entertainment shelf in my house that only I live in. I do know that I'm going to speedrun it. Who knows what my goal time is going to be? Whatever, the routes are going to be... The early game routes are going to be bad. And then people are going to find better routes. And I'm not that good at routing. I just take what other people's routes are and then either master them or make them my own. Like, I put in small input. Like, this is a great example of me taking an established foundation of a route and just putting my own input into it to make it work for me. Okay. I'm gonna go... Okay, here we go. Are we gonna do it, everybody? Are we gonna have 8,500? I'm gonna guess we have 8,580. 8,760? Excuse me? What? How did I get a whole extra Pokemon? Oh, I very safely went for the over. Like, that was planned, but I was trying to hit like 8,600, not 87 whatever. So I very comfortably hit 8,500. You know what? Feels better than being 8,490. Oh, I forgot to get the EXP candies. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure to do that. I'm not gonna miss out on EXP candies this time. I'm gonna do it to be safe. Like, I've essentially went into today with like the, oh no, we're 38. Maybe 39. But I don't think we're 40. I know we were 38 for Melly. So we're probably 39 post Electro. But yeah, this is very much, I practiced everything. And it shows. It shows that I practiced everything. To come out ahead in every single area split. 1 through 4. And probably 5 when I don't get RNG bullied. I'm gonna do the safe thing. Hey, best cutscene coming up. Down the stairs, we're gonna say, hey, Silene, what's up? How are you doing? And he's just like, ah, there's a Wurple. It's just, for no reason, they just do this cutscene, but it's the best cutscene. Oh, he pointed me in the wrong direction. Wurple? Hey, remember? I only caught one Wurple at the very beginning of the game, and I was a little nervous about Wurples. But this shows that I had plenty of margin to spare. I could have gone for Hippowdon, I could have gone for Voltorb, and that's without the Graveler. So like, if I didn't get Wurples, if something would have like, you know, if I didn't get Vulpix or Duskull, if I would have left 100 points on the table, but I was very thorough in making sure that I had all the points that I thought I had, and it made a big, almost too much of a difference. So we are actually trying to lose this fight, but we're also trying, the big thing here is that for all that research that we did in areas 1 through 4, we're actually going to try to not get a single point of research in area 5 intentionally, because when we leave, we'll trick the professor into basically being like, oh, you have nothing left, you didn't do anything. Do you want to just go back to the village? And it saves all the, hey, here's your survey report cutscene. It's a big chunk of time, and I think it's probably close to 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds of time save. So I'm making sure that I'm not gaining any research points with the attacks that I choose. The agile or strong style moves that I'll use, I won't be getting any research points from that. We won't catch a single thing. But I am going to put my party together. The final party swap of the game will occur here, because we're gonna start fighting trainers that will have multiple Pokemon, kind of like what we saw with Ingo. Ingo fought us with 3 Pokemon one at a time. Melly and Garrick are gonna fight us with 3 Pokemon 3-on-1. That's right. So like how Let's Go, you can 2-on-1 the opponent. Well, back in the old days, that used to be the strat. And a lot of trainers would 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 you. Actually, Garrick 2-on-1s you and Savvy 3-on-1. And we will still win. I want a skunt, the hunter, or in this. So our haunters and the sneasels, we catch them between level 53 and 56, and I got the highest level haunter, and I got some mid sneasels. I'm gonna run right past an alpha. Here's Garrick, he's cool. Pearl Clan has its base here in Area 5, the Tundra area. Whereas the Diamond Clan has their base in Swamplands. Whew. Try to keep your cool, they says. Let's battle. Okay. So here, yeah, you see we're 2-on-1. This isn't the first time that's happened. The Adamant and the Irida fights, they had a stray Eevee that helped them out. But we did intentionally lose. But in this case, we're not going to intentionally lose. We actually cannot intentionally lose any further. Here's a case where we're going to choose a move with a shorter animation. We're going to choose Dark Pulse instead of Shadow Ball. I did hit level 40. I hit it on that fight. But I'm still gonna still use the experience candies because it should help out with the overcool range. Yo, Halq, thanks for being here. I am in fact pacing right now. All my practice is paid off, right? Okay, and I never panicked. Everything went smooth. And I finished with 8780 points or something, 8760. Like, I actually did too much. Whoops. Oh well. No biggie. And we should save time on this split. The practice pays off. That's right. And I set up an area 3 practice. Nice shaking ore. Oh, today we had a weird thing happen where a shaking ore, I hit it, but because I was like going uphill, nothing popped out. It was very weird. Ah! But May always wants to do crimes. He's like, I want to steal. Shady said that if I were playing digital and on a turbo controller, I probably would be doing even a little bit better. How fast was my coordinate? Hey, I was sub 240. That's definitely good. And I know we got like a 229 and all that, but like I can be very happy with this. Hey, Etiquette's gonna come back to the game. He'll reclaim the title. Sure of it. Sure that I'm angled correctly. Be running up that hill. I don't know why it made me think of that song. I still got hung up. It's in the middle of the areas. I don't think it's that much, but every time the little, you know, the Arceus lightning logo's in the bottom corner, it is much longer. It's usually a second or more every time that logo pops up. Because it's like loading a lot more. So I know where I'm gonna use my experience candies. It's gonna be when I stealth spray to run past the Alpha Glade. To give me a better chance to run by him. Oh, do this too early? Weird. What am I doing? Wait. Whatever. After the last one. See, we got quieter footsteps. Yo, Singligore, thank you very much for the raid. Scuffed raid is a ride. Hey, welcome in, everybody. Hey everybody, I'm T-Pat. Thank you very much for the raid. You have come into a very hype Legends Arceus stream. Pulse Ray is actually still up. See, stealth spraying very much works in that scenario. You've never seen someone attempt this? Well, let me tell you, there are some wonderful people in the chat that are extraordinarily good at this game. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to ask me or Halqery or ShadyGamerX. Halq and Shady are the two best speedrunners of this game in the world, and it's not even close. I am doing pretty well. This would put me like top 4 or 5. I don't want to say you missed the really meaty part of the game, but it's gonna get pretty hype from here. But we are 3-on-1. Oh my god, what are we going to do? Well, don't worry, we got a plan. We're gonna get rid of the mag mortar, and we will definitely take an L to the Rhyperior. Wait, you're looking around? Brother. Oh, okay. I've never seen the Rhyperior be like, nah. Well, I don't need a strong style there. I will take a hit. Oh no, don't crit me. He was just winding up. That did way more damage than I was gonna expect. Okay, we can't die to the Electivire. It only has electric moves. Woo! Ah, we good. But watch this. Watch how much time I'm gonna gain. Okay, ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Yes! Yes, let's go. I told you I lost 50 seconds on this fight in PB. Oh, that's right. You are much farther away than I thought. All right, from here on out, it's pretty much just we need good execution. So I'm gonna stay focused. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. If you are gonna stay a while, would very much appreciate anybody hit the follow button. That'd be amazing if you guys would do that. Very much appreciated. And if you enjoy the stream, make sure to come back next time. Might be playing this game, I might be playing Let's Go. I do a lot of the Nintendo Switch Pokemon speedrunning. So I speedrun Shield, Let's Go, Brilliant Diamond, and Legends Arceus. Our good friend Etiquette's gonna do a whole, all of them together, on the same day, which is crazy. But yeah, thank you very much. All right, if you guys don't like heights, you can look away for the next portion, because I'm gonna fall a long way. And I was just on a fair ride at the county fair, and I ugly screamed. I was like, oh, oh! It's like what it sounded like, because it was the ride that's the big pendulum swing, and it spins you while it does that, and I was just like, ah! I closed my eyes for half of it. And that's basically what we're gonna do right here. It's gonna look real scary. But yeah, I haven't stressed out my single brain cell today. Great. All right, so here it is. Keep your eyes on the sky. Ooh, I was gonna hit the ground. That's a little high. I was actually supposed to fall farther, but I was running out of space there. I don't die from there. Hello, Eternal Ice? Oh, that's... Yeah, thank you very much. Go get some rest. Oh, that Quag is amazing. I love that. I love that Quag. Good boyo. Give him the old wiggle. We stand Quagsire in this chat, by the way. Yeah, that's what I figured. I just had to... Those... Okay, that's high enough. Yeah. Well, but it was also optimal to not die as I lunged myself off that cliff. So I would say I did it fine. It was okay. But we take okay in this stream. This run is okay. That's right. All right, I will attempt rage skip. I always attempt it, but no guarantees that I'll ever get it. I still have yet to get it one. Yeah, casual Avalugg is very difficult. So there is a weird mechanic. You actually don't have to be super fast at the beginning. Yeah, I will remember the up throws. The key here is that I don't want to knock Avalugg at to 50% its health until after he starts launching the missiles at me. Otherwise, the missiles will activate faster. I'm actually not getting all that many hits on him, but that's okay. That's much better. Oh, I was gonna try to... Okay, here come the missiles. I just need to keep throwing. So those are not what we call the rage missiles. This is, I have to dodge this one. That's as close as I can get to rage skip. That's the fastest one. That's as close as I can get. That was my best attempt. So when all the nobles, when they get past halfway and they're done with the cycle, they do this rage, and they actually have invincibility frames. So there's a way to actually skip it by being so fast and getting so many hits before a cycle is done, and it has to do with him being stunned, and the game expects you to throw in a Pokemon to do battle with it, but that's slow. We don't. Instead, he gets hit twice and he starts to shake it off. So you do like 2 or 3 up, 2 in his face, and then the 3 land on him, so you could get a bunch of hits right away. I wasn't perfect. And you do need to be pretty close to perfect to get it. And then you actually skip the rage. You skip his invincibility frames. But yeah, that is how we do Avalugg. And that's at a pretty intermediate good level. It's the rage skip is when you know you're at a high level. Cool. I've gained time on every single area, all 5 areas. How about that? And yeah, I didn't do a single point of research. So usually the professor's like, wow, great job, you defeated Avalugg. How about I give you a survey report? Hey, isn't that all cool? And here he's just like, looks like you didn't do anything. What do you want to do? And it's like, go to the village. The game progresses, but he doesn't give you any of the survey. Nice strat, guys. Like, you guys who came up with that, nice strat. Like, that actually is... Okay. So that's our 3 areas. Or 5 areas. Excuse me. And now we're just kind of in the end game. We've got our final party. By the way, our final party is a Gastrodon, a Skuntank, a Haunter, and 2 Hisuian Sneasels. And with those 5 Pokemon, we will be able to defeat all the rest of the trainers, to which there are 3 that matter. 3 in reality, and there's also 3 alpha fights that we take care of. And a legendary. And then a legendary noble, the Origin. Like, those load screens are much longer on digital, or on physical. Bakahoom. What it says. RBG Sky, it's time to get all the distortions, right? Right? All you catch 'em all gamers. So from here on out, it's all plot. It is literally all plot. There is nothing left to do, like, Dex research-wise, so we're just taking care of all plots. And since there are not all that many battles, like, you would think, like, say, like, BDSP, for example. Oh, I defeated, you know, Team Galactic, and you go up to the, Mount Cornet, and you catch the Legendary. It's like, okay, the plot's finished. But then you have another gym leader, and Victory Road, and the E4, and it's all fights, and you're taking care of the fights. Well, this game does not have all that many fights. As I just said, there are only 3 trainer battles remaining, and 4 legendary, well, 3 alpha battles and 1 legendary battle. That's it. And 1 noble battle. Everything in between those 8 things is all cutscene, text, movement. That's just it. Let's go. I do love me some Let's Go Eevee, Silene, so. Hi, Crisis, how are you? I have progressed fast. I knew a PB was imminent. This is a great, great example. I did everything I wanted to do. Yeah. Yep. I will be submitting for this GDQ. It's probably going to be this exact run is going to be submitted. Not that like I was going to submit my 400 anyways, but I was going to see if I could PB. And I kind of treated this like a good marathon, like preparation run. Did a no reset for the day, wanted to explain things as I go along as best I could. The overall great showcase. I'm also going to submit the Let's Go. I'm going to submit Let's Go. Any percent. Not that that will get in, but AOP. And I need to ask Keys if he still wants to submit like a crystal randomizer. Who knows? Fun fact, you can't mash the like the map icon button when it fades to black, otherwise you'll be stuck in a black screen. You do have to wait a little bit. Yeah, submit catch 'em all for this game. It's just a casual 8 to 10 hours. He'll get the overnight slot. Oh, you will definitely do catch 'em all for really, really long-a-thon. I can see it. I'm submitting AOP. I need to do those submissions too. I honestly want to submit Galarian Star Tournament for really, really long-a-thon, but I haven't played Shield in a long time, so I'm actually like a little nervous about that one. I'd rather just do the Let's Go Catch 'em all stuff. There's a shiny! Where was it? I just heard a shiny! At this stage of the game, too. Lol, yeah. I bet it was a Geodude, and if it was, we can ignore that. I already have a shiny Geodude in Let's Go. That's that's so funny. All right, let's just do a quick straw poll since we do have shiny in my PB, in my GDQ submission. No way. Oh, according to Halq, this is the most important line of text of the game. Here it is. Sure. The Shinx. Anyways, we didn't even get to see it. So let's do a poll because the shinies do appear in the overworld, and I believe this is also the first game where it makes that sound, that indicating sound, which I heard. I didn't see the shiny, I heard the shiny. I've seen the most shinies running Let's Go Catch 'em All, because in Let's Go they also appear in the overworld. They don't in, obviously not BDSP, there are no overworld encounters, and they don't shield either. Sword shield. You have to encounter and then it determines shiny. So let's take a poll from the PLA runners that are in chat right now. At what frequency would you say that you at least see or hear a shiny in your runs? I would put it at around like 10 to 15% chance, because you do see a ton of overworld encounters. They are everywhere in this game, and they can all be shiny. Full odds, which would be 1 in 4,000. Shady says once per catch 'em all on average. See, that makes very much sense, because you are way and all over the game. .6% chance. 0.654. I would say it's about like 10%. But you do see a lot of encounters. So if it's 1 in 4,000 and change, and you see, like, visibly see, probably not a, probably like 500-600 total Pokemon seen. I'd say it's very possible to be in like the 10% range. I have seen quite a few shinies running this game. I've seen a shiny Remoraid. I've seen shiny Graveler. I've seen shiny Psyduck. I've seen a shiny Bronzong. That was wild. That was on a PB run that I ran past. Very funny. Somewhere between 1 and 100%. Here we get a choice to pick either the Diamond Clan or the Pearl Clan. You can do either one. If you pick the Pearl Clan, you have a better top-end time, because Irida does talk a little less. But choosing the Diamond Clan is significantly more consistent. Consistency is good. The only true difference that they make is that it switches which legendary we have to catch and which one we fight as a noble. Oh, no, wait. So here we're going to all the lakes, and we're going to try trick here. Actually a little faster to climb like this. I'm gonna fall a little farther than I wanted to. Nope. Very, very tricky to get that right. I'm not particularly perfect at that yet. That was probably a B- climb. I had a couple. My D-pad was a little. Bleh. Yeah, so I use a Pro controller, and the Pro controller D-pad is very. Bleh. It is one of the worst D-pads that you could use. So you get phantom up inputs, like up on the D-pad opens the menu, which is a very weird choice. Yeah, so the Origin Dialga, Origin Palkia are identical. But the actual battle, the one you have to catch, makes a difference because we want to leverage having close combat against a steel type to do more damage against Dialga. This Zoroark is a favorable range, and we also have a 50% chance to crit with strong Night Slash. And I missed the range. I didn't get, so that was actually unfavorable to not kill. Oh, and that was a crit with Agile Style, and I die here, so... this is actually, I believe, world record also dies to that fight. So, quite slow. That was quite slow. Unfortunate. Now we get to abuse a mechanic called the Switch OS. Anytime the Switch asks you to input, say, like, text or numbers, brings up the Switch OS, to which you can just have a keyboard for. And type it in real fast. That also includes, like, naming your Pokemon. It brings up the Switch OS keyboard. Sorry, not pay-to-win gamers. I'm one to talk. I'm playing on physical right now. I don't actually have a split for that. That's weird. That's the second time I've hit the split button and it, like, didn't register. Deal? So, weirdly enough, that Alpha Zoroark that we missed the range on. It's funny enough, the 3 alphas we fight are all ranges. That one's the best one, and I missed it. The one we're about to do is going to be the worst one, to which I hit last time. Like, same thing happened. I missed the easy range, and I got the hard range. The one that's in the middle is inconsequential. It's just slower if you miss. I had another Switch D-pad moment. Oh, you're right. You do get a lot more height. So what I'm doing when you do this little pump, you maintain a lot more height than you would otherwise. We're just gonna fall into the water. Oh, come on, get up there. Yeah, if you select Braviary with the D-pad instead of the A button, you get more height. So now, that made a big difference. That, to me, was very noticeable, because I'm usually like I just hit A. But that was, that was a big, big difference. So this time, we have the Alpha, the Hisuian Goodra. Amazing Pokemon, one I use casually. It is a Dragon Steel type, whereas the Alpha Zoroark was Normal Ghost, which is an incredible typing. But Goodra is one of the worst ranges in the game. Even with a max level Sneasel, and I'm 1 level off of max. It also has a broken move called Shelter, which increases evasion and its defense. We're gonna go for the strong style close combat to KO. Oh! And it did go for Shelter. Now, because of that, I'm going to hard switch to, because of the Obscursion. Oh, nice dodge. I'm gonna switch to the Haunter because the Haunter has a pulse move. So Water Pulse, Dark Pulse, any move. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna lose initiative on that. Okay, that kind of stinks. No. I didn't realize that it maintained my cursor position. Oh no! Oh, that hurt me. So I thought my Haunter was gonna have a high enough speed to get initiative off of the switch to hit it with a pulse to KO. Didn't happen. Missed a close combat because of Shelter. Died again, so that was incredibly bad. So I will lose a good chunk of time on that. So 352 is officially off the table. As you see, I'm already losing time. There's nothing to do with Mesprit here. Mesprit's just like, we want your emotions. So we just mash A, but I'm gonna lose at least 30 seconds. So this puts, unfortunately, this does put 353 in doubt. I did lose that much time. That was, for all the things to go poorly, that one to go, you don't expect that to go well, but you don't expect it to go that badly. I seriously thought that I had enough initiative to tap it in. But yeah, 53 is in doubt. This is now a 54 pace. Which is still easily into my goal time, but a bit unfortunate. Yeah, bummer that I have to wait that deep into a run to maintain time save. I lost over a minute. Oh, I lost some time to the Yuxi fight too. So 2 for 2, my Lake Guardians have gone badly, and I've lost over a minute. That is really unfortunate to see it go that badly. Yeah, bit of a bummer. Lost 75 seconds. Bummer. But we'll press forward. I mean, this is an easy PB unless literally something catastrophic happened. Like my Dialga has to like miss I'd have to miss strong hypnosis and like keep failing coin flips. Into like getting cringed on the charm fights. And even that is probably still a tap-in for a PB, but probably not a 56 at that. But it's, yeah, it's all RNG based from here on out. I've hit the menu button a couple times, which is lame, but Halqery. I very well could crit Dialga 4 times. For each time I accidentally defeat Dialga, I will lose a minute plus. Because it is a required catch, but it doesn't boost the catch rate. So this one is now the Suian Overquill. Also one of the new evolutions of the game. So we'll use our ground type. It's a range, but the worst that can happen is that the Quillfish will use double edge against you. So it'll KO itself via the recoil, but Ideally, we just KO it with our strong earth power. That's kind of meh. Okay, I got 1 range. I got 1 out of 3. It wasn't 0 out of 3. This feels like the hands in Super Mario Brothers 3. It's like, how few can you get? That's Moppy. And now we have Azalf, who has a very weird game to play. We have to strike him with bombs, but he's just gonna teleport and be like, are you gonna give up? And we have to just keep saying, no, I'm not gonna give up, because he's like the embodiment of like willpower or something. You also don't want to hit him like so directly that it like goes through him. And you do 3 per, so that 4th one you don't have to throw. Each time he tries to convince you to give up. So yeah, like that. 3. We can just stand here. So far, so good. Though it has a weird quirk with my game specifically, is on the last bomb hits, he's gonna spawn behind me for some reason. Should be the last bomb hit. Oh, okay, there it is. Are you holding something when it loads in? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I might have been holding L, like the LZ button. Okay. That might be why. Like, I'm already holding down LZ, or maybe like in anticipation. That was a bit better. But yeah, the last couple times, it was literally spawned behind me, and I was just like, "Ugh," and you're like, where is he? And you just spin all the way around. So those are our lake trials. Again, 3 alphas, and then the 3 trials. The lake guardians. They'll give us the red chain. And then we have 2 quite difficult fights. But thanks to our party layout, and it's weird because again, we don't X item, set up, and sweep teams like we used to in the traditional games. Here we have to kind of like KO one of theirs, and then they KO us back, and then we KO the next one, and then they KO us back, and that is exactly what the Benny fight is going to be. Kamado, we might be able to get away with doubling or tripling up on him, depending on how the fight goes. And they have stacked teams. They both have 4 Pokemon each, so we just bring 5. And now we're back. Oh, by the way, we got banished from the village, and now we're back. Because Kamado thinks that it's our fault that we changed the whole sky. Like, okay, dude. He's like, you are guilty until proven innocent. And it's just like, what kind of rule is that? He is a strange lad. Yeah, lots of text cutscene to go on now. So we are unbanishing ourselves, but turns out Kamado's not here. He's just like, yeah, he took everybody important to the village to Mount Coronet, the Temple of Sinnoh. Like, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands, and it's like, came up with an idea. Turns out he was just very impatient. But Cylene's she's pretty good. Helped us out by giving us the Abra, which was like, hey, you can access your pastures while you're banished, because my Abra just disappeared for some reason. And we just don't use it. We're just like, we got it. Don't worry, we're speedrunning. We don't have to do anything. But yeah, three more trainer fights, one legendary fight, and one noble / origin legendary, which honestly isn't the most difficult one. Arceus is by far the most difficult of the noble style battles. The Arceus fight took me a long time to win casually, because I never took like the checkpoints. I wanted to win from full. I was stubborn like that. Yeah, so the Palkia Noble fight has like a damage boost technique to it. One I will not be showing off because I cannot do it very well. It definitely puts me in danger of actually just outright losing the fights. Again, if you guys want to, if anybody's watching this video and is saying, wow, I wonder what a record pace run looks like, look up either ShadyGamerX or Halqery. They will both show you what incredible runs are in the game. That. I didn't know which way he was gonna spin. He was faced that the Alpha Electivire was completely turned around. Here's Benny. He's the guy that's been feeding us the whole time. Yeah, turns out he's a ninja. He's also the ancestor to Wally, so he will have a Gardevoir and Gallade on his team as kind of like his homage to that ancestry. But yeah, he's a ninja. He's got green hair. That's how you can tell. I mean, he goes full Kakashi here by just dropping a smoke bomb on the ground. Bam! He's gonna use a secret. He's gonna use a secret jutsu, 1,000 Years of Death. So the worst thing that can happen on this fight is you get crit turn 1, because the Mismagius does go first. You're gonna really hope we don't get crit turn 1. I believe crits are still 1 in 24 at their base in this game. I did not get crit, and I wouldn't have died from that anyways. And you're just gonna see us go 1 for 1. We're gonna KO each other in succession here. We're gonna always use a strong style move, even though I think a normal style would kill the Sneasler with the close combat drop. The key here is we actually want to lower our initiative to give him more incentive to KO us, so we don't have those awkward switch-ins where I'm trying to... When you hard switch, you don't lose your full initiative, but you lose some, which is why I got pipped when I switched to Haunter. Calm Mind's kind of annoying. I mean, I'm not sure what to do here, but I'm not gonna hard switch. That kind of threw me off. That. All right, this makes me a little nervous because of the agile style. I might not have initiative here, but I do. I was a little worried about how, because the initiative carries over. You're not always guaranteed to go next after a KO. But we're fine here. I'm probably going to lose time on this. There he goes. There's the time loss. This fight did not go particularly fast because the Gardevoir went for Calm Mind turn 2, which was very awkward. That is not expected. 20 seconds? That's a big chunk of time. I sure hope I can still get a 54, but it's looking a little tight now. I gotta be on it for the end game here. Very cool looking, thank you. Here's Kamado. It's actually like, I got plenty of good Pokemon. So he has another 4. Don't worry, we did get full healed going into this. We stand at the foot of Temple of Sinnoh. Our clan friends are trying to convince him to, like, not... whatever he... What? Yeah, to be honest, I'm not anticipating getting accepted. I might get backup for PLA. The Haunter is great. Haunter takes care of Braviary not once, but twice. So funny enough, Kamado has a Golem, a ground type Golem, but his Snorlax has the ground type move. So here's where we're gonna try to combo him with Swords Dance. And I use the strat a lot casually, was like Agile Swords Dance to get a second move immediately. The Swords Dance is like a small initiative move, and Agile makes it even shorter. The effect lasts less, but enough for us. So Calm Mind is great, because I might still get to go here. So I'm strong styling to hit through his defensive raise. That is perfect. So this is a good Kamado fight. The having not died with the 1 Sneasel and having to send out the second. That's why we get 2. Stealth Rock can't really do all that much to us. Close combat kills. So that was a great Kamado fight. That helps to balance out the Benny fights. All right, did get some time back on that. He's just like, no, please, whatever, accept my apology. And it's just like, you are pathetic. I love that Adam is just like, you are pathetic. I never know if high level or low level is the one you want to use. But this is why we go with Adamant, more consistent. Because you use a close combat on the steel type, we'll get him at a lower HP. We just want to avoid a crit. I have once KO'd him. But you need to be like plus attack. The Dialga needs to be minus defense. And you need a high roll, and that was like, apparently it's like shiny odds to KO him from full. So it was pretty nutty. And then the biggest thing that affects catch rate in this game is status conditions. Whew. Okay. I went for the lower level Sneasel. Look at how much damage that did. So if I get a successful hypnosis here, which will be 90% accurate, that should be guaranteed to catch. I got it. So that should easily be guaranteed. Nice to get the... Oh! Too drowsy to move is great, but he's still got the initiative because I had a strong style. We'll just pick one of our higher speed Pokemon so that way we maintain our initiative. Yep. One small bounce is guaranteed. So since we only kept 5 Pokemon in our party, that Dialga is now in our party, and we will use Dialga for the final fight of the game. The final boss, as it would be. Also, notice how Spear Pillar is still standing. Yeah, it's not going to be standing after this movie we're going to skip. The Origin Palkia comes out, it just blows off the... blows the top off of the temple. And now it looks as it does in current day Sinnoh, aka BDSP and Diamond Pearl Platinum. We're almost finished. There's only like one more thing that can happen. This is an easy PB for me. This will very much be a tap-in 355, but should be able to squeeze out a 354. We got 10 minutes left, but there's only 2 things to do. There's just the one fight, and then there's the final Origin Palkia Noble fight, which is very fun. I actually enjoy Origin Palkia as a fight. Now, if you choose the Pearl Clan, you end up fighting, you have to catch Palkia, and the best thing to do there is to go for a strong Poison Jab and try to get a 50% poisoning on it, because strong style does increase the secondary effects of move, i.e. like crit rate or poison chance. If you get the 50% poison chance, you get a pretty good like 80-85% to catch rate, but if you don't, then you're a little bit in trouble. Like then you have to go for the hypnosis again, and it doesn't really save all that much time, but it's quite a bit more inconsistent because Poison Jab doesn't do nearly as much damage as the close combat does. As you can tell, there's so much like text cutscene mashing that Turbo really is going to make it different. And I do plan to grab a Turbo controller at some point, start repracticing, try to get my time down. But yeah, I came into today thinking that, you know, a 354 might be like the best possible. I'm going to come out of today thinking 352 is probably my best possible time. You can tell how this part of the run is a lot longer. Like, the end game does drag on quite a bit. Ooh. Camera freaked out on me. Be just a little careful. You're gonna hear the red bar sound. That is a totally safe jump. You can only fall damage, die from either critical health or full health. Or like if a fall would do death damage from full, then you would die at any health, or you would have to take fall damage at critical. So it sounds scary to hear that, but it's completely safe. So long as you don't muck it up right at the end. And here's our final fight. It's the Misfortunes. What a way to have, like, fight Dialga, and then this is the last fight of the game? Yeah, this game, the definite cons of Legends Arceus is that the tutorial is a little draggy and slow. The end game is twice as draggy and slow. All the meat occurs in the middle of the run. From the moment we get released into Area 1 to fight the Beautiflies to the end of Area 4 is really the chunk of it. So here, we're just gonna click Earth Power twice. You can get a little trolled because the Gengar will go for Hypnosis on us. Best case scenario is it misses. Hypnosis is now a move that doesn't put you to sleep, it inflicts the drowsy condition, which means you have like a quarter chance to not move. He went for Shadow Ball twice, so we're fine. We get to move here. So it's kind of like paralysis, where like, oh, you were paralyzed and you couldn't move. Well, that's what the drowsy condition. There's also no freeze in this game. It's frostbite, and it's the same as burn except for special attacks, which I absolutely love. That's a status condition I wish would be held in future games. So yeah, that's the charm fight and what's going on there, and now we're done with fights. We just have the noble battle at the end, which is still like 6 minutes away. Everything between now and then, all cutscene mashing. So if you have time for donations, I haven't said that the whole time. If you are like wondering if this is like being considered for like, oh, when would a host ask for donations? There are plenty of times. Anytime there's this like, especially if your runner is running turbo, just not doing anything right now. They're just mashing through text. And there's plenty of time effectively in between each area. So between areas 1 and 2, between areas 2 and 3 are great times because it's the time that like we're resetting. There's not really anything happening. Yeah. But the meaty part of the run where things are happening on the screen, like it's all happening so fast, but there is plenty of downtime. The pacing of this game is very strange in that respect, where there are these huge highs and then there's these huge lulls in terms of what's happening. It's not like, oh, a little happening here and then it kind of like slows down. Like it's just, you're full throttle or you're full stopped is what it feels like. Right now we're full stopped, and then the noble battle is going to happen. It's going to be a minute till we're time, and it's just going to be so the cutscene here is we're crafting the first ever Master Ball. We call it the Origin Ball. We're taking the red chain and turning it into a Pokeball, which is a really neat concept. This game did a lot of really cool things with the lore of like Sinnoh's backstory. Really like the backstory of like Pokemon in general. Like the early days of, you know, human Pokemon storytelling. Very cool. And Kato, hello. So Miss Kagura, who is also, excuse me, a Cynthia ancestor, she's been helping us out. She actually gatekeeps you from advancing unless you have Dialga or Palkia in your party. This is another reason why we keep that open party slot, is for this exactly. Oh, I always get stuck on the professor right there. I'm like so close to him and I want to like lunge forward. I am dodging the alpha to make sure he doesn't shout at me. It's like the last like crazy thing I have to do. Volo talks to us. Volo's just like kind of just scoping it out. Volo's just like, hey, you, I just want to be close to the action. He's been acting a little sus kind of towards the end game, but we don't really get to see his true final form unless you're doing the catch 'em all category, where you have to run all the post games and catch all the legendaries. Alright, Kamado's helping us apparently. But here we go. Time will end on the fade to black after I defeat Origin Palkia. Like the other nobles, it'll be a very fun battle. But I mean, this is the best music of the game. I always turn it up right here. Very cool. Palkia will do these like Draco meteors, and they give you like this purple aura. You could damage boost off these purple aura areas with his shockwave portion. His hitbox is kind of weird. All right, I played it safe. Kind of weird. Allegedly, you can rage skip on the Palkia, but... Alright, bit of RNG, he'll either do the line meteors. And time! Yeah, I got a 354! Woohoo! Yes, that was such an excellent run! Oh, I'm so excited. I was trying to like stay calm for like, this is what you can expect in the marathon, but like, yes, this was amazing. I'm so excited. Woohoo! Well, that was Pokemon Legends Arceus, any percent in under 4 hours. Yeah. It is such a fun run. It's very involved. And yeah, it can be frustrating at times, but there are some amazing speedrunners at this game that have really, really pushed this game to the absolute limit. And it's just incredible to see it be beaten in under 4. Yes. I'm T-Pat again. If you came here from any of the raids, or if you're just lurking for a while, would always appreciate a follow on the Twitch channel. Certainly would help me out. This was a really fun stream, and we do lots of really fun streams. Well, that's my goal smashed immediately. I was gonna grind this game over this weekend when I have a little extra time off, and wow, we got it already. Man, I might have to do shield soon. I am still mashing for no reason, because there's just like a little bit of text left. But that's it, and then there's the credits and stuff, and yes! Yeah, you got, I love finishing the week on a positive note. All right, screenshot for Twitter so we can yeah. Yes. Woohoo! 354.